Universal Studios presents a Tough Monkey production. By Joey Suto. Imagine living on a street full of differences and hate between two different religions, cultures, and lifestyles, where constant tension wreaked havoc throughout the streets. This tension is perfectly portrayed in Harry Bernstein's enthralling autobiography, The Invisible Wall, published in the United States in 2007 by Ballantine Books. The Invisible Wall could be related to Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, or William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Leading into World War I, life in the poor British town was hard for everyone. To make matters worse, on Harry Street, there were Christians living on one side and Jewish people on the other. Each family usually stayed to their own side of the street, but on occasions they would meet in the middle, or in Mrs. Bernstein's small fruit shop, to talk about the latest news on the street. The two cultures cohabitated uneasily, and life was not pleasant for the Jews. At the beginning of the novel, Harry was only 4 years old, but as he became older, he had to take on more responsibilities. He began to go to school with his brothers and sisters. Harry's older sister, Lily, was the smartest girl in the entire school, and she was about ready to go off to grammar school when her angry father pulled her away to work in the tailoring shop. Miserable, Lily only looked forward to her secret meetings with her only source of happiness, a Christian boy named Arthur Forshaw. These meetings were strictly forbidden, but the couple hoped that their families would all come together to realize that everyone, from both sides of the street, were the same. Eventually, Harry found out about his sister's relationship, yet he kept it a secret to protect her. It was his jealous sister, Rose, who revealed this news to his mother. Miss Bernstein asked relatives in America to send a ticket for Lily to come there before she got married, and was considered to be dead in the Jewish religion. Feeling as if she were already dead at the thought of this, Lily ran away with Arthur to quickly become married, and she sent Harry to go tell their mother. His mother wept and mourned the loss of their daughter. Lily came back to ask for acceptance, but it was no use, as she was ignored. It was not until she had a baby that Mrs. Bernstein finally accepted her daughter back into her life. There was an emotional outburst of happy tears from both of them at this meeting. In order to celebrate the baby being born, they had a big party for the whole street. At the party, the invisible wall had seemed to be torn down as everyone mingled and got over their differences. It was indeed a love story that broke barriers. Many elements of this novel seem to be closely related to Things Fall Apart. Lily, just like Noi from Things Fall Apart, leaves her family and follows a different path than the one asked of her. Even though Lily's family came back together in the end, as a result of both Lily and Noi's actions, both of these families were split apart. Also, in both stories, communities are divided. In Things Fall Apart, the missionaries conflict with the people of the Igbo tribe, while in The Invisible Wall, the Christians clash with the Jews. As both of these stories are concluding, the two sides begin to come together. Bernstein's style of writing helped to lie out a vivid picture of his life for the reader. He split this book into two parts, separating the interactions between Lily and Arthur. In part 1, they both had small feelings for one another. Then, in part 2, Lily was taken away from him, so their feelings grew stronger due to their desire to be together. Harry also spread tragedy throughout his novel. For example, when Lily lost the chance to go to the grammar school, or when she was considered dead to her own family, the family members were distraught. Since this autobiography was his personal experience, He excellently depicted great tragic characters through these real situations. In a love story that brought a community together in a time of struggle, an invisible wall was temporarily torn down. The two cultures, which might as well have been miles apart, came to coexist on the same street freely, with a better understanding of those on the other side. Apologies were made and relationships were restored. This book is impressively written, and its great lessons will stay with everyone who reads it. Harry Bernstein continues to live in America with these memories engraved into his mind until the day that he dies.